Giddy up!
Easy.
Yeah!
An adorer! You simply must tell me, what do you think of the helmet? I just got it.
I think it's all right.
I knew it! It's ancient, but it's like it was made for me.
Whatever you say. You're the one who the villagers worship?
I don't know about worship, but they do call me Ajax.
And I'm bringing you back to Alponos. Pirates are coming, and I need someone to inspire the villagers to fight.
Didn't you hear? Our ships were sunk by some crazed mystios. Now bandits are banditing anyone going in or out of the village, and there's no one to stop them.
I'm the Eagle Bearer. Smart bandits know to stay away from me. Now let's go.
You don't look anything like the other Eagle Bearer. Are you two a team or something?
Time for a ride.
There is no other Eagle Bearer. He's an imposter.
If I'm an imposter, what am I doing with Ajax's, I mean, my helmet?
That's Ajax's helmet.
But of course, it gives the wearer immortality. I paid the other Eagle Bearer a fortune to find its helmet for me. Then I set off to retrieve it as a hero would. I was on my way back when...
There is no other Eagle Bearer. Ella.
Come on.
You can't win this. Don't worry. I'll kill you quickly.
Off we go now. Ella.
Citizens of Alponos, your great warrior, the eternal Ajax, has returned! people of Alponos, rise from your salt mills, descend from the white crystal hills. Lokris is under attack. The great Ajax has returned, now with a true child of Zeus, for real legal bearer.
You are not Ajax. And that new eagle bearer pushed sweet Nikia off a cliff with a general steed.
Nonsense! I am Ajax reborn, and we will now prove to you I am immortal.
Enough! This man is Ajax reborn.
This'll be easier than I thought. Now, light me on fire.
What?
It's okay. This is a magical helmet. The other eagle barrier told me it will protect me. You light the fire, the people will see I'm immortal, and then they will eat out of our hands.
If you say so.
I will now endure pure flame to show you the gods bless us. The gods want us to rise to battle, and I'll prove it by surviving Athena's claw. Any moment. It hurts! The helmet's not working! The helmet's not working!
By the gods. This is going to be a long day. This could not have gone worse. This has been a long, long day.
Everything not bolted down.
Another Mystios? Lokris, really?
Are you the blacksmith?
I was. Then another Mystios, an eagle something, came to help. Kind young man.
I heard the eagle something made a real mess of things.
The poor boy lit my forge, but somehow caused the fire to erupt. Flames everywhere. I can barely see now, or move my hands.
But you're the only smith in town, and pirates are coming. We need you to start making weapons.
No need to worry. Old Kallipedes has a few good blades left in him. I just need some space to work. Those stone blocks would make a fine table. Could you move them for me?
Sounds easy enough. You could crush someone with these things if you're not careful.
Excellent work. Well, what next? I suppose we can't make weapons without iron now, can we?
I have more than enough to share. You have some of mine.
Well, this is certainly better than when that other Mystios came to help. All a good smith needs now are his tools.
Your tools? Really?
The eagle something said they were stolen by a small group of bad eggs. They rode west of here, but I'm not sure where.
I'll get them. Then you'll be ready to work?
Of course. You've been so kind to this old smith. I thought I'd never work again. But your generosity has changed all that. Another Mystios? Lucris really is a bustling place these days.
Those beat assault pirates yank everything not bolted down.
I need to stay hidden.
Must be pretty excited by now. Getting out.
Ambushes on the road to fight.
Someone must be making that noise.
Hello? Someone there?
Why would common thugs want old tools?
I've got you now! Vi får jag på med alltså i öppet. Hey, get away! Thank you. The gods will not forget your actions,
I never
Mistress.
thought I'd be free.
Another Mistios?
I've got your tools right here.
Ah, what a day. You should be proud. You've given this old man purpose again. Now, if you could just set those aside for a moment, I'll get started.
Kallipedes? You should get out of Alponos while you can, girl. This place is cursed. Poor Kallipedes.
So rough, but wasn't that the old forge?
Tell me you're living up to the reputation of the real Eagle Bearer. You're back just in time. How's Nikia? I heard she's trained a stallion for me.
Nikia's dead. She thought your horse was Pegasus and rode it right off a cliff.
She what? All right. We don't need horses to fight if we have weapons. How many has Kallipedes made?
Kallipedes had an accident.
What kind of accident?
The really bad kind. He didn't see some stone blocks. He walked right into them and...
Enough! Without weapons, we're doomed.
We haven't talked about Ajax yet.
Did you find him?
Ajax had this helmet that he thought would make him immortal.
And?
It didn't.
Ah, Malaka.
Tell me about it.
I would ask literally anyone else, but what choice do I have? I need everyone with a blade fighting with me. You can at least fight, can't you?
Let's go.
Not a lot of people would have been honest with me the way you were. I respect that. I just hope there's still a chance we can make this right.
I will do everything I can to save these people.
Still need us to fight with them. Go! coming!
You fought well.
As did you. Forget what happened before. We're alive because of you.
No need to thank me, Megakles. I'm just glad the people of Alponos are safe.
You may not want thanks, but you deserve it. I promised everything in the treasury, and that's what you're getting.
Now I need to find my impersonator.
I can help. I found this note on the pirate leader. They owe him a lot of drachmi. He was hired to sabotage the town.
Making invasion easier.
Their plan would have worked if the real Eagle-bearer hadn't shown up. What will you do when you find him?
I'll think of something.
The actual Eagle-bearer. That explains why the invasion failed.
I've been stuck cleaning up your mess since I got here.
What a glorious mess it was. When the pirates paid me to soften the town's defenses, I didn't think it would be so easy.
People are dead because of you!
I didn't kill anyone, but you did. We make a great team that way. I steal some tools, or blow up an old man's forge. Send some young idiot into bandit-infested mountains, lose a general's steed, then watch you turn it into pure chaos.
The fact that Megakles and the pirates both paid you is just a bonus.
Everyone pays to hear lies they want to believe.
I'm impressed. Even I don't play both sides like that.
I can be even more impressive. You never thought about it? What it would be like to be with the Eagle-bearer. You're not even a little curious.
Time for justice.
May her wrath rain down on both of us. Shikaros! Attack!
Shikaros? Malaka!
We did it!
Shikaros!
Shikaros? Malaka! I'm going to feed your corpse to Icaros, you stupid bird.
I drink to your death tonight! Are you still standing? Your luck is running out, Mistios. Your luck is running out, Mistios.
I'm here to see Sokrates.
Alexios!
You know who I am?
Of course I do. Sokrates never stops talking about you.
And you are...
His wife, of course. I'm Xanthippe.
Sokrates never told me he had a wife.
Typical. The only time he's quiet is when he's eating. Yet he can't find time to mention me.
So, where is Sokrates? I got a note that said to meet him here.
That's what I'd like to know. He went to another symposium last night, and he didn't come home after.
Sounds like a good place to start looking.
I was just about to head there myself. Come, keep me company.
How long have you and Sokrates been married?
It's been quite some time now.
What is it about him that you love so much?
Love is not a word I'd use. It frustrates me to no end.
That doesn't surprise me.
Even so, it's worth the frustration. His mind is like no other. Not to mention, he's quite a good lover.
That's not something I wanted to picture. It must be why Kallipedes seems so infatuated with him.
Don't mention that name around me. Always coming by drunk, sending Sokrates gifts like giant cakes.
I didn't know.
It's fine.
Xanthippe! Xanthippe, over here!
Hey,
Xanthippe!
what is it?
Sokrates! They took him away. They said he was under arrest.
For what?
I have no idea. We were just talking after the symposium. I'd say go ask him yourself, but he'll be guarded. They took him southeast of here.
That fool! I knew this would happen to him one day.
I'll find him. Don't worry.
This is his doing. It's best to let these things run their course.
I can't believe Sokrates was arrested. I need to find out what happened. Got to be careful not to get spotted.
The mighty have fallen.
Better stay hidden.
I trained for this.
Careful. Don't want to be caught here.
Alexios, what are you doing here?
I could ask you the same.
Well, here I am. Though I'm more curious about how you are here. The guards let you in?
We've known each other a long time now. You know how I got in here.
You've taught me that the blade can sometimes be necessary. But I don't think this was one of those times.
I was worried about you.
Your care is appreciated, but if you had waited only a bit longer, I'm sure my trial would have taken place and I'd be free.
You're not going to trial. We're getting you out of here.
I understand your concern, but what good would escaping do other than prove I'm guilty? No. In fact, I'm looking forward to this trial.
What if they find you guilty, and your punishment is severe?
That will never happen. I'll convince them I deserve to go free. You'll see.
What were you arrested for?
I haven't the slightest idea.
And that doesn't bother you?
Sometimes understanding does not come at the moment we would like. More importantly, this is giving me the necessary time to think.
About...
I went to see the Pythia, and she told me there is none wiser than me. An intriguing thought, and one I've been unable to stop thinking about.
Sokrates, the Pythia is...
It matters not what you believe she is or she isn't. I must examine not only her words, but my own self as well. I know nothing, so how could I be called wise?
What does that have to do with being locked up?
I believe my time here and this trial may help me find the answer. I will be fine. Trust me.
I've known you for a while now.
That's true.
And you'd call us friends?
I would.
And friends share important things with one another. Is that so?
It is.
Then how did I not know you were married? From what you just said, that means either we're not friends, or that friends don't share with one another. So, which is it?
I've wondered how much of our conversation you've taken to heart. And now, I have my answer.
Were you doing anything when you got arrested?
If speaking my mind is worth imprisonment, then I suppose I was.
In the future, you may want to be more careful.
You risk life and limb every time you draw your blade. Just because it's my tongue that is sharp, doesn't mean I'm not prepared to face the consequences of using it.
Since you won't leave with me, I'll go see the Pythia myself.
That's not necessary.
I'll find out why she told you that. I won't let you go to trial, even if you think you'll be found innocent.
Ah, Alexios, you!
I'll come back when I have what I need. I should try to stay out of sight.
Oh no, not you.
You remember me?
Just go. I'm too old for this.
Hold me. By the gods!
Don't worry, I'll end.
Give up already!
There might be a bit of blood when you go upstairs.
You again?
I'm here for a different reason.
After last time, they tortured me. I thought they were going to kill me, just like I told you. It hurt so badly, I begged for death.
I didn't mean for that to happen.
Just hurry, and tell me what you want.
There's something you need to know. The cult is dead.
What do you mean, they're dead?
Just that. I've killed them all. There's nobody left to control you.
You may have unmasked those who made the decisions, but the cult did not die with them. Their beliefs will live on.
Then I'll find and kill whoever follows them.
That is not a possible task. Now, tell me what you want.
You told Sokrates something, and I want to know why.
Questioning why the Pythia speaks is a strange thing.
I know why you speak, and I know who controls your voice. Tell me why the cult had you tell Sokrates he's the wisest.
The cult didn't tell me to say that. I did that on my own.
The cult wouldn't allow you to do that.
Which is why I was very careful. I seek Sokrates as an ally, but simply asking him to help wouldn't have worked.
An ally? For what?
I know much of Sokrates. Not only has he visited me often, but his students do as well.
Get to the point.
You know the gods don't speak through me. I feel Sokrates is the one who can convince others of this. If he succeeds, the cult will have no more need for me.
So you're hoping he comes to the conclusion that the gods don't exist?
It matters not if Sokrates believes they exist. He needs simply to doubt that the gods speak through me.
I understand why you think Sokrates can help, but why tell him he's the wisest?
He'll delve into what it means to be wisest. It's my hope he'll conclude he's not, and therefore doubt the words of the gods.
If you just told him your words aren't from the gods, wouldn't that serve the same purpose? And much quicker?
Sokrates is not the type to desire the answer so easily. He'll have more drive when he finds the answer on his own.
This is getting complicated.
Whatever you do, you can't tell Sokrates.
I understand. He has to come to the answer on his own.
Exactly. Although, if you truly wish to help Sokrates, a student of his came by not long before you. He seemed distraught.
Distraught?
He was clutching a book tightly to his chest and kept looking over his shoulder. He told me he was going into a tomb nearby until things were safe.
Thank you. I'll find him.
Please, don't come back here again.
This is it.
I've had enough of you. Find the boy and take the Ajax.
Sorry for sharing my fear.
What was that?
Nothing.
Victory!
That Xanthippe is the eagle better, not the real one.
You don't need to be scared now. I'm not with them.
That doesn't mean you won't kill me. You just want this for yourself.
I'm a friend of Sokrates.
You are? Prove it.
I've never met someone as smart as Sokrates. I always think about our conversations long after they finished.
You know him all right. I'm sorry for doubting you.
Why were those men after you?
For some reason, they wanted these writings of Sokrateses. Well, I wrote them, but it's all his words.
That seems like a strange thing to want.
One of them had a big mouth. He mentioned something about the priest at the sanctuary of Athena. He said this was the final thing they needed to get rid of Sokrates.
I've always been curious. What does Sokrates teach you?
So much. Follow him around for an entire day and you won't be able to sleep. Your mind will be so aflutter with thoughts.
I'm not sure I'd last a whole day with him. What drew you to Sokrates?
I've never met a man like him and I don't think I ever will again. Every day with him is one worth waking up for.
I'll take care of the priests.
Thank you. And... well... please. Give this to Sokrates. It hurts me to say this after all I've learned from him, but I have a family. I can't risk being caught up in whatever this is.
So you're going to stop being his student?
It feels I have no choice. Maybe one day that will change.
I'll be sure to give him the writings.
Thank you. Make sure he stays safe. The world will be a worse place without him in it.
That student gave me an idea. Xanthippe said there was a symposium. Maybe I can convince the others who were there to help Sokrates. I'm not sure why the priests want Sokrates gone, but I need to take care of them.
need to talk to them. There'll be trouble if I'm spotted here.
Step closer, sellsword! Boss?
You're lucky you're not closer. You're still going. You are done. It's like he
priests must be the ones who hired the thugs and want to get rid of Sokrates.
Fake evidence?
Now that all the priests are dead, they won't be able to testify against Sokrates. Maybe I can
Do not students take what they learn from their teachers? What then if the teacher is wrong? Does that not simply perpetuate these wrong teachings amongst future generations?
You assume the students aren't wise enough to understand the flaws of the teacher. Think of those who came before us. First Thales, then his student Anaximandros, and then Anaximenes. Without the teachings of those before him, it's safe to say Anaximenes would not have reached the conclusions he did.
I don't think that's true at all. Oh, perhaps this new phase can offer a different perspective.
I've never heard the names you just mentioned.
It's never too late to learn. But even so, one doesn't need to know who they are to answer. Is it not a risk that wrong ideas will be passed along if a student doesn't have the wisdom to seek the truth?
If we listen to others and take what they say as fact, we only have ourselves to blame.
So, no matter who is speaking, student or teacher, we must spend time trying to understand if what they say is even true.
Your appearance betrays you, Mystius. Clearly, you've taken on a teacher of your own.
Something like that. He's the reason I'm here. Sokrates needs your help.
Sokrates? Ha! If it's another debate you want, it will be hard for us to decide who hates that man more. Why would we help him?
It doesn't matter if he's your worst enemy. If they're willing to imprison someone like Sokrates only for his words, what's to say they won't do the same to you?
So, you want us to help out of fear of being imprisoned ourselves?
I don't care why you help. If I hadn't said his name, would you think it was right Sokrates was locked up?
If it's as you say, and it was for his words, then no.
And aren't you afraid it could happen to you too?
Of course. If we can't speak our minds, what else are we to do?
If you believe that, then you should help.
Fine, fine. You've made your point, and you've made it well. Sokrates deserves our help, but we don't give it lightly.
That makes it worth even more.
We'll be on our way then. We'll gather some others as well. Make sure our voices are heard. Believe it or not, we're pretty good at causing a scene.
If you're like Sokrates, that's not hard to believe.
Wow, I've never seen someone convince them so easily before.
Is that so? I guess I should feel proud. I'm surprised to see a child here.
Is there an age at which it would suddenly be okay to debate with them? What then of the night before I turned that age? Should we be prevented from doing what we wish due to the world's view of us?
I regret doubting you at all.
Thank you. There are few things greater than gaining the understanding of another.
On that, we disagree.
Disagreements can lead to even more understanding.
You're the first kid I've met who'd rather debate than play.
Don't tell the others, but I'm envious that you're a student of Sokrates. I hope one day to be as well.
You're on the right path. What's your name?
Aristocles. Although I've never liked that name much.
It does sound like countless others I've heard around Athens. Why not choose another?
I can do that? Huh. My brother always had a problem saying my name, so he called me Plato instead. Perhaps I'll use that.
I like it.
Thank you. Well, I better hurry after the others. Heir.
I should return to Sokrates before the trial starts.
around here. I need to get out on the battlefield soon. But I overheard the commander say it will be some time before we send him back. Don't say.
Sokrates, you're here.
I am.
What happened? The trial couldn't have taken place that quickly.
Had I been given the chance to defend myself, it would have been quick indeed. But unfortunately for me, I was let free before I could.
That's good news.
Apparently, those who had charges to bring against me were found dead. And evidence they claimed to have went missing.
It sounds like someone was looking out for you.
There were also some people protesting my arrest, I was told. I have to ask, did you have something to do with this?
Me? Kill? Steal? Arrange protests?
Yes.
It does sound like me. But it was someone else this time.
I'm glad I asked.
Did you have time to find an answer for the Pythia's words?
I thought it would have taken much longer than it did, but the moment I stopped thinking about it, it came to me like a flash of Zeus's lightning.
So, do you agree with the Pythia, or not?
The gods cannot lie. Yet, I know that I know nothing. I had to understand what it meant for one who knows nothing to be called wise. I realized that though the Pythia said my name, she did not mean me.
Who did she mean then?
That is not an answer I'd yet like to voice. It's one that people may not want to hear, and I must think on how I wish to share my new beliefs with Athens.
Whatever it is, be careful. I don't want to find you've been arrested again. We should get you home. I'm sure you'll be more comfortable there.
In some ways, that will be true. In others, well, Xanthippe will decide that. Being free feels good, but I don't believe Xanthippe will be happy with me.
She has good reason to be mad this time.
We argue often about how I need to be careful with what I say and what I said. This will only give her more cause to bring it up.
That doesn't sound very fun.
Oh, you misunderstand. I love it.
You do?
People see Xanthippe and believe it is her beauty that drew me to her. But it is her argumentative spirit I lost for.
Nobody ever likes that about me.
Having my opinions and thoughts challenged helps me to refine them and to grow as a person.
And she likes these arguments?
I doubt it. But it is in those fiery moments that her spirit is strongest, like an untamed horse.
Don't call her a horse to her face.
I'm afraid your advice is a bit too late.
Go, go, go!
Get somewhere safe, Sokrates.
You call yourself a fighter?
You can't take much more. Let me... You fight better than you look, but that's not saying much! I see him! This is just business! I see you're going to collect that. You know how this goes. I'm just here to help out. Can't keep this up. He's here. Fuck! Get away! I haven't given up yet. I see you! You can't hide with this big a price on your head.
things I do, it's sometimes hard to know.
Let's hurry back before anything else happens.
You came back. Finally. I'm ready to return to Athens. I've had enough of Phorkys and this talk of the Pythia.
You will be happy to hear I have no need for her words any longer.
Ah, then something positive came out of this after all.
I just remembered. A student of yours has been taking notes of your teachings. He wanted you to have them. What did you do that for?
Nobody asked him to write down my words.
Even so, why not keep it? Share it with others.
Because of a story I was told as a boy.
All right, let's hear it.
The king of Egypt, Thamos, was visited by the god Thephtha. Thephtha offered the invention of writing to the king and told him it was an elixir of memory and wisdom. But Thamos disagreed. He believed the people would no longer use their memories, for they would simply read instead. These written words would not offer true wisdom, but only the appearance of such.
You don't want your words written down so others can't use them to pretend to be smart.
Much like creatures in a painting, the words sit there unmoving. If you ask them a question, they will preserve a solemn silence. And no matter how many times you ask, they will only ever say the same thing. They cannot defend their message.
That's the part you like. The defense of your words.
All who speak should defend their words if questioned about them. That is why I choose to speak and not write. That is why any words of mine that last beyond my final breath will be those that people choose to remember. Those words will be true wisdom and not an illusion.
What's your plan now?
After I return to Athens, there's much I need to consider.
You'll be careful, right?
If I have to choose between saying nothing and staying safe, or speaking up and risking my life, the choice is easy.
I should get going. I'm glad you're free.
As am I, although, if you allow me, there is something.
I doubt I could stop you.
We like to believe that action means progress, but it's control that's so truly desired. The more we do, the more control it seems we have, but the less we allow for others. If we grip too tightly, we'll find we've crushed what it is we're holding on to.
Meaning...
Meaning we must sometimes let life unfold without trying to influence the outcome.
I'll keep that in mind. I almost forgot. In your letter, you said you had something to ask me. What was it?
You know, I've completely forgotten now. Take care, Alexios.
Stay out of trouble, Sokrates.
Sails up now! Slow down!
Commanders left the helm!
Sonya's mapmaker better be right.
Keeper, you came.
That's... am I seeing things?
Keeper, you have come far to meet me here.
Keeper? My name is Alexios.
Names change, but this task is eternal. You are the Keeper, he who keeps the Great Seal closed and the staff of Hermes Trismegistus safe.
Tell me more about this task.
To be entwined with mine. I've been called many names, but you may call me Aletheia.
Entwined? How?
I can now present myself to you in a form that you recognize. You must deliver me to the Heir of Memories. Even now she watches us. When I speak to you, I speak through you to her.
None of this makes any sense, Aletheia.
It will. In Atlantis, the Great Seal hid itself from Pythagoras. It wants to be opened, but not by him. Your task is to prepare the Heir of Memories to open it. Pledge yourself.
Where is this Heir?
Not where, but when. She is yet to be, but even still, she is here watching us now.
Fine. I pledge to keep the staff until the Heir of Memories, whoever that is ready to take it.
All right. What did your diagnostics show you?
Elena's getting the results now.
It will take us time to analyze. For now...
Kyoshi, you cut out, you there?
Another bug. I was saying, for now, try to relax.
Heir of Memories. The Great Seal awaits you.
Victoria, did you hear that?
Nothing on our end. What did you hear?
Before there's radio static, like we were being jammed, but just now, I heard a voice. The same one Alexios heard in Atlantis.
Might be the bleeding effect. Like Kyoshi said, try to relax while Alana works on the results of the diagnostic.
Go to the Seal, Heir. The Keeper delivered me to you. His pledge has been satisfied, and now I am entwined with you. Heir of Memories, this is the Great Seal to Atlantis. It has waited long to meet you.
Victoria, Aletheia's voice is coming through the staff. Victoria?
The interloper can't hear you now.
You're scrambling my comms? Focus, Layla. You're not going crazy. I think that memory... If it wasn't an Animus malfunction, Alexios was the Keeper holding the staff for me? And somehow the staff has been equipped for audio transmission and is connected to this seal. These symbols... It almost looks like a locking mechanism.
Name these symbols in order, and at long last, the seal will open to the Heir of Memories.
Okay, talking stick. But which symbols? And in what order? There must be some way to know.
The Keeper kept this riddle and more in his mind.
Altair 2. I'm going back in the Animus. If the signal gets through and you can monitor my vitals, great. If not... well, you've earned one free I told you so.
Keeper, our task is to guide the Heir of Memories to the symbols. A man called Theras knows of their whereabouts.
Theras? The guy who helped get Phidias out of Athens? Is that why you've brought me back to this place?
Here, the role of the Keeper bound itself to you, though you didn't know it yet. Now, to uncover the truth. We must go to Theras.
How will I know this heir of memories when I see her?
She will come to you. The end of your journey is in the Hall of Atlantis, where her true journey begins.
I don't understand who the Keeper is.
The Keeper isn't a person, but a task. And it is yours. Pythagoras held the staff to exploit its power. The Keeper's task is to restrain it and protect it from the hands of corruption until the heir of memories appears.
Who or what are you?
I am Aletheia. Pythagoras called my people the ones who came before, but we are the issue. Like you, I invited rebellion into the world, though there were complications. I replicated my consciousness in the staff of Hermistris Megistus so that I can speak with you and the heir.
Theras could be anywhere now.
What I know is that he was brought to Seriphos, but be careful. He went against his will.
I'm going to find Theras. I guess you're coming with me?
Our tasks are the same.
Layla, Alana, is that you? Two things. Something's been interrupting our comms, which explains why we lost our vitals. Kiyoshi is looking into it.
I know this sounds crazy, but I think it's the staff.
Nothing sounds crazy to me anymore. Still, I'd like to verify. In other news, your animus is definitely bugging out. Victoria is yelling at her monitors in French, and frankly, I'm not sure what you're doing is safe.
You call that yelling?
Layla, the Altair shield is moving into position. I'm gonna ask that you come up for air while we take a look at it.
I can't do that, Vic. Alexios is looking for Theras who might know how to unlock the Great Seal to Atlantis.
The what? Layla,
Theras was a friend to Pythias. I'll let you know more as soon as I get answers. Layla out.
I don't know any more than Phidias did. Please, stop.
I want to stop, but I can't. Not until you tell us where you found these symbols in Phidias' workshop. Go check it out.
Eagle Bearer! I can't tell you how relieved I am to see you.
Are you all right?
It's nothing compared to what they did to poor Phidias. Did you hear?
Theras, I need you to think. I'm looking for the location of some symbols. I can't explain why, but you have to help me.
I was exploring the tombs of Agamemnon, Eteokles, and Orion. I'm a traveler like you. I found the symbols and etched them onto parchment to give to Phidias as a gift.
Where were these symbols?
In Argolis, you'll find one in Agamemnon's tomb. Eteokles' tomb in Attica is where I found another. The final one I found in Viotia, deep in Orion's tomb.
What did you hear about Phidias?
Rumors now. A woman in gold came into his workshop, tortured him, broke his hands. His body was too destroyed for a proper burial.
You need to find somewhere safe, Theras. You can sail with us on the Adrestia.
I would be forever in your debt. Take this map. It's rough, but it's the best I could do. Heir, Eagle Bearer, and thank you.
There's Aletheia, waiting in Agamemnon's tomb.
Ella!
Keeper, come closer.
Aletheia?
You've discovered Agamemnon's tomb, a place where the Heir of Memories will find the symbol she seeks.
So, what now?
Now is relative. With this information, will the Heir open her eyes and unlock the symbol?
She will now. So, do I just, wait here or something?
Our task is already complete. What comes next, she must do on her own.
I'm ready to meet the Heir now. When will I?
Your understanding. What you do not know is that while you are yet to meet her, she already knows you very well.
So, what do I do with the staff?
Keep it and let it keep you. The Keeper's task is to never succumb to death. All those you will ever know and all you will ever love will die. Then you will learn to love again, and those will die too. But you will remain.
This was easy enough.
Altair 2, I have our next location.
Well done. Where to?
Agamemnon's tomb in Argolis. Layla to the Altair 2. It wasn't easy, but I'm in.
I still don't understand. An AI or some other kind of consciousness is in the staff, which is used to open the Great Seal to Atlantis?
Partly right. The symbols in these tombs are somehow tied to the symbols on the seal.
How?
I'll let you know, once I find one.
Guess I'm taking your
mind.
What is it?
And spoil the surprise? All I'll say is prepare to be amazed when I get back.
The first symbol is near.
symbol!
The first of 3. You've done well, Heir.
It almost looks like a constellation.
Layla, all of our readings are being jammed.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. But there's still 2 more to uncover. I'm going back into the Animus.
There have been too many bugs, Layla. We need to stop and figure out what's happening.
We'll stop once I've opened the seal. Layla out.
Dito tutto! They're firing from over there! Right there! I'll find you, coward! Follow!
I won't die alone! I don't have all day. Let's get this over with. It will honor to be my last kill. Just die already.
Watch where you're going! Oh, the things I find on your fountain!
Ακαρθώσεις πτέρνανοι, άγε!
You're just making me want to kill you for free. Haven't killed me
It's your final day alive! Can't keep up! That's him!
giving up!
You found Eteokles' tomb. Well done, Keeper. Keeper, the Heir of Memories must search these old halls for the symbol she seeks. Will the Heir rise to the task?
I suppose she will. Now?
Every step brings you down a very long road to the Heir. What you cannot show her, Deimos will.
Deimos? How?
The Heir will know when the time comes.
Altair 2? Alexios has found the next location.
Great work. Where to?
The tomb of Eteokles. I think I found a way in. Altair 2? Found my way in. I think I'm getting good at this.
There might be a second career in this, if assassin isn't your thing.
I still think this is a bad idea, Layla. We don't know the source of the radio interference, and there are temporal discrepancies in the Animus memories.
Noted, Doctor. Layla out. Strange. I thought floor spikes were a Persian thing. Here lies the King of Thebes. I still can't believe I'm seeing it with my own eyes. So well preserved. It looks like the organic matter, the paint, the wood, none of it has aged a day.
The chemical composition of the air might act as a natural form of preservation.
There are tombs all over the world where corpses still have hair and nails intact, even millennia after burial.
Let's talk about corpses after I'm out of here. Incredible. These statues are in perfect condition. Those who paid homage here did so with their lives.
The second symbol is close. You have done well to get this far, despite the interloper.
The interloper? Do you mean Vic? Or someone else? The second symbol! Another part of a constellation. Maybe they fit together. Altair 2, can you read me?
The interloper can hear us.
The interloper? Who?
Layla, we hear you, but you're breaking up. Did you say you found the second symbol?
I did. And Alexios knows where the third is. I'm sure of it. I'm gonna dive back in.
As your doctor, and as your friend, I insist that we stop this. We're not able to guarantee you're safe in there. The staff?
The staff makes me immortal, Vic. I'll be fine.
Layla, please.
Keeper, in this tomb, the heir of memories will see how life grows from a dead place.
Life growing from a tomb. If I hadn't seen the staff work, I wouldn't believe it.
The heir's task is to bring life where there was death, and your task dooms you to endure loss. Close your eyes and picture the face of one you will never see again. What would you tell them?
I would hold them, and tell them to be strong, and that we will be together again.
Remember that answer, and the pain from which it comes.
You don't have to tell me, Aletheia. I will always remember. I will always keep.
And now, will the heir of memories rise to face the tomb?
I suppose she will.
Altair 2, come in.
Altair 2 here.
The next stop is the Tomb of Orion. I'll show you how to get there when I get back. Altair 2, can you read me?
We hear you. Layla, there's something you need to know. The interference in the comms is coming from an outside source. If I didn't know any better, I'd say someone was listening in.
It must be related to the staff.
That's just it. I recognize the interference pattern. It isn't Isu. It almost reminds me of an erudito hacking algorithm.
I'd recognize a hack if I saw one. Besides, once I find the third symbol, it won't matter. If only I knew which order they go in.
You could try randomly guessing. There's not that many combinations.
There's no guarantee I get 2 chances at opening the seal. After this, we're going back to Atlantis, and I'll figure something out. This raider was poisoned. Bone murals, because of the relationship between the constellation and Orion? This place is falling apart. The tomb hasn't flooded.
We are approaching the final symbol. If the Keeper doesn't know the order of the symbols, his sister will.
A hole in the ceiling. But how do I get up there? Final symbol! Another part of a constellation. They must fit together. Altair 2, can you read me? Okay, Layla, think this through. Outside the tomb of Eteokles, Aletheia said Deimos would show me what the Keeper can't. Pythia had answers Theras didn't and was killed for it.
The Heir is wise.
Altair 2, come in, please.
Layla, that you?
Did you find the symbol?
3 for 3. We need to head back to Atlantis. In the meantime, let's run the symbols I found against known constellations. Consider the research plan B.
What's plan A?
Alexios knew where the symbols were, but not the order they go in. Aletheia thinks Deimos may hold that secret. We have her DNA.
What? Layla, are you crazy?
I'm not crazy. I'm committed, and you should be too. When I get back to Atlantis, I'm getting this done whether you're on my side or not.
No, not like this. Maybe a little more. Yeah, there you are. Are you Priest's son?
want to do this. I don't want to do this.
Are you Brisson?
The symbols. Talk.
Itira, Korgath, Metin.
What does that mean?
Itira, Korgath, Metin.
All right. Let's do this the hard way.
Your heart rate's accelerated and your body temp is almost 98 degrees. What's happened?
Itira, Korgath, Metin. That's all I know. You have to believe me.
I'm not here to hurt you, Phidias. We're friends. I just want to know where these symbols come from. You would tell your friend, wouldn't you?
Itira,
Korgath, Metin! Are you trying to anger your friend? Get your shit together!
Layla, you're not safe. We have to get you out of there.
No! Don't be afraid. We all die. But first... Tell me what I want to know.
Itira, Korgath, Metin. Itira, Korgath. Metin, Itira, Korgath, Metin.
Layla, we're remote ending your session.
Vic, you had no right!
I had to pull you out. Diving into Themos' mind almost killed you.
The interloper. He is listening.
He?
Sigma, I'm opening fire.
Doc, fall back. Kiyoshi's been hit.
Altair 2, come in. Altair 2! Vic! Anyone! Can you hear me?
The Great Seal has waited long enough.
I can't. I've seen inside Deimos' mind. I can't contact the team. The Animus isn't safe.
The trials of the Heir are just beginning.
You're right. I can do this.
Yours is a role of strength and resilience. Now the Heir must call the name of the first symbol.
This symbol was the first I found, and the first name said by Phidias was Itira.
The Heir recalls. She heard the names of the symbols and their order. Now, call out the name of the second.
It was this symbol, and the second name said by Phidias was Korgath.
The Heir doesn't just experience memories, but holds them inside her. And now, the final symbol.
I remember! Phidias somehow unlocked the order of the symbols, even if he didn't realize it. It was Itira, Korgath, Metin.
Layla, can you hear us?
Vic! You're alive!
Sigma 4 soldiers stormed the ship. Kyoshi was shot, but I stopped the bleeding. He saved us.
It isn't the staff. Someone is intentionally remote hacking our signal. I encrypted a new frequency for us, just to be sure.
We need to go dark until we know it's safe.
Before we go, how are you?
It's good to hear your voices. Listen, I've unlocked the Great Seal. Atlantis is open.
Please, don't go in until we know we can keep a secure connection. I want this as much as you do, but we need to do it together.
I'm hearing you, Doctor. Atlantis has waited this long. It can wait a little longer. Until then, while I'm down here, I'm safe. Call me when Kyoshi's back on his feet.
He'll be glad to hear your voice. Until then, Altair 2 is going dark.
Anybody there? Victoria?
Layla? Nice timing. Looks like I've been able to establish a secure connection with polymorphic code. Hacker-free. It's good to have you back.
How's Kyoshi?
You know him. Resilient as ever. He wouldn't want you worrying.
Sigma team. I can't believe those bastards found the Altair too.
Turns out our signal was being corrupted by the Juhani Ottoberg himself. Guess he was bored of playing Black Cross and tracking down the Juno cult. I should have known some desperate hacker from Erudito would flip on us. Their fingerprints are all over this.
No way! Otso heard everything? If he tells the rest of the Templar Inner Sanctum what we're up to, we'll have every armed Abstergo goon on the planet after us.
If Berg hasn't found you yet, we're still a step ahead.
Then as long as I got you as backup, what are we waiting for? Let's see what this Great Seal is all about. Where's Victoria?
You'll see.
All right then. Here we go. This place is huge! Echo! These look like thrones of royalty. But who are the kings and queens?
Hello, Layla. Heir of memories. We finally found each other.
I guess rebels always find a way. It's nice to meet you in the flesh, Aletheia. Or in the hologram?
It was only a matter of time until our realities crossed in one way or another. It seems as though we're not alone.
Victoria? What are you doing down here?
Layla, it was way too dangerous to let you do this alone. I wanted to keep an eye on things personally. Who's this?
This is Aletheia, the voice from the staff I was talking about. Of the Isu, Victoria. Can you believe it?
I've had nothing but time to study the patterns of human speech, so I should sound less like a talking stick.
Are you sure we can trust her?
Don't worry. She's a friend. She wants to help us with the staff.
It was always known to me that the Heir of Memories would embark alongside the Keeper Alexios. You weren't in the plans. Can I trust you?
Of course you can. I'm her doctor, and I need to be here to keep an eye on Layla's vitals.
She'll keep out of the way.
No matter. This journey is yours and Alexios's. You'll need to build up the strength to withstand the staff's corruption. As Alexios finds power to fuel both him and the staff, you too will feel that physical connection.
So you want Layla to go in there? I don't think so. Who knows what exposure to even more First Civ tech will do?
Not me, Victoria. I'll go into the Animus and experience it as Alexios. Right, Aletheia?
Your journey starts at the same place the Keepers did. The Animus will show you his way through the simulations.
If you're sure, Layla, we'll have to be extra careful. I'll be here to monitor you with her. Are you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. Wish me bon chance.
The Keeper shares blood with those who came before and is connected to the Elysium. The blood that is shared must also be offered, and the Great Seal will open for us.
If you say so.
Welcome, Keeper. You've entered the great throne room of Atlantis. What lies in this room are remnants of Eteokles I've adapted in order for you to begin your journey. I'm sure you have questions.
This place... Did Pythagoras know it existed?
No, I wouldn't show it to him. This room was built by the Isu to house something else. These thrones were once just thrones. Now they contain my simulations. Don't worry, I'll show you.
You told me this room was meant for the Heir of Memories, but I got in so easily.
You paid for it in blood. Blood that looks quite like ours when you look closely enough.
Mater always told me there was power in our blood. I guess she was right. There's more I have to do.
Always, Keeper. When the staff belonged to Pythagoras, he used it selfishly for knowledge. He was weak where you aren't. You will endure lifetimes until the Heir of Memories takes this burden. The only way to carry the staff's weight is to find the strength to wield it. You'll find that strength in Elysium. The underworld awaits, Keeper.
The... what? I'm alive. If I'm alive, how can I come back from the underworld?
These portals are simulations. They were made by me for you. In Elysium, you'll find power sources known as Keeper's Insights. This will affect both the Keeper and the Heir of Memories. Moving forward in the underworld will be essential to finding all the sources of power.
You're asking for blind trust, Aletheia.
You pledged yourself to me and our common cause, Keeper. Never forget that I'm on your side. I won't let the ones that came before control your fate. Find the strength within you and show the staff your worth. Approach the first portal when you're ready.
No going back now. I have to trust her. Aletheia needs to work on that landing.
You don't belong here.
Bet you regret causing trouble.
No one stands up to Persephone's guards, let alone best them in battle.
Tell me your name, or you're next.
I'm Hermes. As you're holding my proudest creation, that means you're a descendant of Pythagoras. I know just why you're here. You need to harness its power. Now, your name.
The staff calls me Keeper, but you can call me Alexios. What is this place?
Keeper, a great name with a great journey ahead of you. This is the paradise of Elysium, presided over by the mighty Persephone herself. Elysium was a gift from her husband, Hades. This beautiful realm she crafted in her image is the only joy she gets from the underworld. She's his prisoner. But she's come into her role as queen with much aplomb.
Elysium, the resting place of heroes. When I was a boy, I'd dream of seeing it with my own eyes. Then, why would Persephone attack me?
Most rulers don't take the sudden invasion of a lone outsider lightly. Speaking of which, the appearance of a living human is quite unexpected.
I'm supposed to go through trials and eventually leave this place. There was a great seal and the staff talks. It's all very complicated.
Allow me to explain. The staff is a gift, not a toy. It can be a key, a weapon, and a way to attain power until the very end of time. Here, you'll find the means to control it before it controls you. After that, there is a gate that leads out of Elysium, but the only way to it is through Persephone, and she'd never allow that.
I need to get to that gate.
Try talking to her. Who knows? Maybe she'll convince you to stay. Or you could find Nekati, Persephone's top advisor and closest friend. Or you could prove yourself.
Prove myself how?
Persephone sent guards because she's concerned. There are reports of lawlessness in Deathcallion's heritage south of here. Why am I telling you all this? You said it yourself. It's very complicated. Elysium may look like paradise, but we all have our secrets.
I'm thinking I go straight to Persephone.
Not so fast. Give her some time to cool down. When you introduce yourself, you'll find her in her majestic acropolis, perched high above the asphodel fields.
I could talk to Ekati.
You could, though she prefers to keep to herself. The dwellers of Pherea's retreat, which is to the east, might know of her whereabouts. I'd ask them.
Maybe I should investigate Deathcallion's heritage.
Persephone responds best to action. We need to smother them immediately if there's a whiff of trouble against her.
Tell me about yourself.
Me? Well, I've never had anyone ask about me before. I work west of here. It's a modest workshop. But all great things appear modest at first, don't they?
What can you tell me about my staff? I need to learn how to use it.
Find my energy sources, the perceptions of Hermes, across Elysium to imbue both you and the staff with power. Only then are you ready to move onward. You can't wield the staff without them. Are you certain there's nothing else you'd like to know?
Pierre.
When you've sorted your affairs with Persephone, come see me in Minos' faith. I look forward to hearing about your progress.
I will.
I almost forgot. I've invented just the thing for you flightless humans in Elysium. The wings of Hermes. Go. Enjoy them.
There he is. I should try. He's over there. I need to stay hidden.
her.